Con. So yeah, man, that was pretty explanatory, man. Be content with YAHAWASHI, man. Let's see. Another scripture here, Salakia. Con. It says John 17 and verse 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word, man. So come, man. It's like the Lord said. He said he chose you out of the world, man. If you are the world would have loved its own. We all know that scripture, man. So the world's not gonna deal with you to begin with, man. Like we're Jake, so we have a certain likableness to us. But if you're the elect and the Lord's really dealing with you, he's not gonna make it to he's gonna put you where you need to be, man. Regardless, man. So don't even try to fight it, man. Don't try and go and stray away, man. Otherwise, you're gonna get swallowed up by a fish, man. You might as well just take the easy route, man. Just take the low, put on that whole armor, and I don't want to say chill out because it's not time to chill, but damn, man, you gotta what's the word I'm looking for, man? Set yourself up in a way where you can put on all the qualities of a spiritual man, man. You see what I'm saying? Because those spiritual traits take time to learn, man. You see what I'm saying? Because first you gotta start with the milk, then you get the meat. You know what I'm saying? You can't just hop in trying to eat meat, man. But it says con, man. So basically I wanted to get that scripture just to basically go in on let me get it. Here we go. So I was looking for it, man. Salakia. First, this is 2 Timothy 2. I'm gonna start at just start at the top. Verse 1. It says, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is Mashiach Yahawashi," man. So be strong in the grace that he gives you, man. So in this time of leniency, be strong, man, because leniency can lead to a lot of things, man. It's easy to go astray in a time of leniency because you're not getting immediate repercussions, but you should remember that the Lord, he's not mocked, man. So he'll eventually the Lord's ways, man. So he'll set it up to a point where he maybe even a little lenient in your punishment, man. But he'll set it up into the way where it turns into a lesson for Akim, so that way you atone for what you did without even knowing it, man. So, or that you're basically given some sort of leeway without knowing it, man. It says, "And the things that thou hast heard," verse 2, "of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also," man. So come, man. So there you go, man. It says, "And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also," man. So faithful men, so the Akim around you, man. So those faithful men are going to be Akim, man. That's why it says the faithful friend is the medicine of life, man. So when you the things that you basically learn from the teacher, you pass on to the brothers around you, man. So feed my lamb, feed my sheep, man. So even when you're in this truth, you're still being fed. Just because you're on the other side of the camp, you know, and you're in front of the camera, doesn't mean that you stop learning, man. You see what I'm saying? That you stop learning from the Akim, man. Even when you're in the camp, man. Because no matter what position you are, because the Lord give different brothers different portions, because you got to remember, wisdom is the application of knowledge, and that knowledge plus that experience. So different brothers have different experiences. They come together in a camp, create one body, and even the young brothers therefore even the young brothers in that are able to teach the older men, because they learn from different experiences and put the prophecies in the scriptures into effect, man, through their experiences, creating that wisdom. So you never stop learning, man. And when you do go off, the Lord will make you an example for the camp as well, man. Come on, man. It says, "Who shall be able to teach others also," man. It says, "The same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also," man. Also, man. It says, verse 3, it says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Mashiach Yahawashi," man. You see what I'm saying? So you endured the hardness, man, which is we already know what season is coming up into, man. Like scripture say, pray that thy flight be not in the winter, man. Roughly paraphrasing. So, hey, but scriptures also say that a slugger will not plow by reason of the cold, man. And we're coming into that season of just that, man. You're gonna see a lot of these camps. They're not gonna be going out. They're not gonna be doing what they gotta do. You see what I'm saying? And it's just coming to a time where we're past that. You know, we kind of gotta get we gotta get up out of here, man. There's no time to be arguing with camps back and forth, man. The Lord shows something. If He shows somebody to be that needs to be sifted, then hey, let them be sifted, man. No need to sit and fester on it for longer than need be, man. We got work to do, man. See what I'm saying? So work out your salvation, you know, amongst the brethren and yourself, man. But that was kind of going a little bit off the topic, but it says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Yeah, so put on a spiritual man so that way you please the Most High, man. See what I'm saying? You don't want to put on anything carnal because it's gonna be taken out, man, and nobody wants to deal with that, man. Especially these other camps, man. They're carnal, man. And Salakia, they're carnal, man. And in that, it says, don't entangle yourselves with the affairs of this life, man. So these people with things in this world because they're still in it, man. So when you people are these carnal men that aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing as far as teaching His truth, but they have they were given the knowledge to do so, then you just kind of like you rebuke them and you move on, man. Don't stick on it too long because it's speeding up, so to speak, man. And Salakia, give me 1 second. Come on, man. So yeah, things are speeding up. It's coming into that time, man. But yeah, it's just reading it back. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who chosen him to be a soldier, man. So there's a fine line being drawn, a fine separation between the real men of the Lord and the fake ones, man. Those men, they chose to be dealing with the affairs of this life, man. So don't entangle yourselves with the affairs of this life. You know what I'm saying? Which be men, people of the world. And if they show themselves to be men of the world, then don't entangle yourselves with that, man. Let's see, man. Matthew's 26:41, man. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. So yeah, watch and pray, man, that you don't enter into temptation, man. Just really, the first part is primarily the point, man. Watch and pray, man. Always be on alert. Always be thinking about getting the fuck up out of here. Don't be thinking about things, because this place will suck you in, man, for real. And it will, man. And it'll do it successfully sometimes, man. And you got to get back up out of there, man, because it's easy for this place to suck you in, man. It really is, man. And it says that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. So yeah, the flesh is weak. So sometimes you don't like doing what you gotta do. You don't feel like going out. You don't feel like putting up videos. But you gotta do what you gotta do. That's why you gotta make sure that you build the spiritual man up, man. Because if your spiritual man is stronger than your physical man, then you'll overpower the physical man every time, man. You see what I'm saying? And you want to be in a place, build yourself up to the point where you overpower it every single time. That's the difference between like the elders and the apostles and the younger brothers, man, because they built up their spiritual man to the point where they're able to overpower that physical man when it comes to discerning things and taking care of business in His truth 99.99% of the time, man. But we're still in the flesh and we're not perfect, so I won't say 100%, but most of the time, you know, majority of the time, 30-40 years strong, you know what I'm saying? Because they built up their spiritual man to the point where it's able to overpower their physical man, so to speak, man. Which was kind of an earful right there, but yeah, I hope that made sense. But anyway, let's see, man. So the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. What else did I? Yep, I guess that was actually pretty much it. So yeah, man. Basically the point of this lesson, which I was just kind of rolling through the spirit, is just build up your spiritual man. Make sure your spiritual body is stronger than your physical body. Just like in a world, in the gym, man, it won't show. Your gains aren't gonna show, in one day, man. And a lot of people will give up because when they work out, it won't show in the first like month or so. Like it won't show in the first few weeks, But it all depends on how much work you put in, man. See what I'm saying? So it's fair, man. What you put in is what you get out, man. That's with anything, man. Anyway, that applies to this truth as well, man. That's how the Most High set it up, man. What you put in is what you get out, and it's a very fair and balanced rule, man. And really, he's giving you more. To be honest, he's gonna give you more than what you put in. Definitely, that's 100% sure, man. 100% true, man. So, it's not gonna show. So people have that mentality where it doesn't show, so they leave, man, because they don't see the gains, man. But really, they're being carnal, man. They're not seeing the spiritual gains, because the spiritual gains aren't gonna show, or obviously they're not gonna manifest physically like if you were to work out the gym physically, man. It's gonna show in different ways, man. And the brothers will be able to see it probably before you are able to see it, man. Truth being told, man. The brother is gonna be able to acknowledge that you have spiritual gains before you will, a lot of the times. But that's why you gotta examine yourself daily, because when you examine yourself daily, then you notice the gains, man. You see what I'm saying? You can see, oh man, I didn't look like this yesterday, or I didn't look like this a month ago, because I've been looking at myself and I've been noticing that I actually been changing up a little. I've been getting a little bit bigger, man. You see what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you examine yourself daily and remain as spiritual as possible, man. And with that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, Bashem, YAHAWASHI. YAHAWAH being the truly powerful and mighty holy name of the Most High Heavenly Father. YAHAWASHI being the name of the true, holy, powerful, and mighty holy only begotten Son of the Most High Heavenly Father. YAHAWAH. Second one says double honor to the Apostle Elder GreatMillstone, who rule well. Third one says Shalom, Mahabla, Baki, Asher, Sharala, to hope, like, spirit, truth, and focus of the earth. Shalom,